This video is about what archetype emerges when types integrate their inferior function, the fully realized versions of them, as it were. It's debatable if that's even the best route. You could lean into your strongest functions, tolerating imbalance, in favor of extreme upside. That, in my view, is valid. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, email me your credit card details, and join my cult. Discord server. INTP and ISTP. IXTPs have FE as their inferior function. Both types can have social struggles. They feel a sense of alienation, separation, or detachment from the group, or tribe, or society. They become their most powerful selves when they embrace the art of communication. They accept all the irrationalities that come with it. The archetype that best embodies this is that of the teacher. They bridge the gap between the insights inside their mind and the external world. Instead of, as is often the case, rare insight dying with them, they impart it and empower through it. They wield FE in the name of wisdom, understanding, and truth. ENTJ and ESTJ. EXTJs have FI as their inferior function. Both types struggle with knowing what they want from life on a deeper level. This difficulty grows as they realize that they're strong in so many areas. They can do most anything they set their minds to. This leads to them pursuing careers and excelling in them, then realizing down the line their heart isn't in it. Their most powerful self would be the crusader, so to speak. This occurs when they have a cause that resonates with their FI. It moves them, and they, in turn, move mountains in the name of it. ESTP and ESFP. ESXPs have NI as their inferior function. Both types have boundless energy. Their staggering stamina is something they can fall back on for most of their life. The problem is they lack focus and direction. Those things are what they have when they integrate their NI. It could be a North Star of some kind, an overarching vision for their life. It might be an obsession that they throw everything into. It could also be an abstract classification. For example, they might decide that they are an artist, or performer, or leader. Then, that sense of identity gives them goals to hunt, or a mission to dedicate themselves to. The most powerful version of them has, in a word, alignment. They can get up each day knowing, without hesitation, precisely what they need to do. ENFJ and ESFJ. EXFJs have TI as their inferior function. Both types are movers and shakers, capable of genius social strategy that comes natural. The two-way magic of conversation is something they are instinctive with. If they have to be the active listener, they can. If they have to carry the conversation, they will. They patch things up, build sturdy bridges, and forge alliances between unexpected people. The problems come when the apple cart needs a good old disruption, when they need to burn bridges, or at least risk that. Brutal, on-the-nose confrontations that need to happen. That is where they struggle. The most powerful form of them, then, is the truth-sayer. It's when they take their finesse and insight about human nature and speak an honest message. If it's hard-hitting and uncomfortable truths, then who better to convey it? ISTJ and ISFJ. ISXJs have NE as their inferior function. They are the maintainers of the world. This could be maintaining a household, a company, or an entire empire. The underlying systematic logic is the same. They master, then maintain. This makes them the proverbial immovable objects of the world. 95% of the time, there is no problem. But, at some point, paradigm shifts happen. Some update or innovation pulls the rug from under you. The mastered ways are less potent, or downright redundant. Those inflection points are what these types struggle most with. The most powerful version of them is the reformer. This occurs when they are proactive in bringing about progress. No one knows better than them the flaws of a system, since no one knows the systems better. People become disillusioned by what is, and more ripe for ill-thought-out radical change. ISTJs and ISFJs, by reforming what is, can lead to the rarest of things, revolutions that work. Here are some of the recent titles of articles I've written and posted on the Love Who Patreon. You can only find them there, so if you want to see those and support the channel, then use this link down below. INTJ and INFJ. INXJs have SE as their inferior function. Both types are conceptual people. It isn't the life of the mind so much as the life in the mind that they find appealing. But they can get trapped there, detached from experience. The most powerful version of them is the Voyager, someone who is at peace with the quest. They can set sail into uncertainty in the physical realm with a calm and confident mind. Think of Gandalf. He is not only Gandalf the Wise, he's also Gandalf the well-travelled. He's an explorer, an adventurer, someone at home, on the move. He plays chess using the whole of Middle-earth as the board. He never loses sight of the bigger picture, even when immersed in the heat of battle. INFP and ISFP. IXFPs have TE as their inferior function. Both types are independent. They have an aversion to anything that ties them down. This includes any obligation or responsibility that doesn't align with them. Such things can arouse hatred from them. Because of this, they might shy away from certain roles in life. The irony is that limits them. The counterintuitive route to freedom often runs right through responsibility. The most powerful version of them is the leader. This occurs when they embrace proactivity. They foster or act upon their desire to change the external world. Then, they coordinate towards that end. Think of someone like Jon Snow, the version on the show. He takes charge out of necessity at first, but grows into the role of leader. ENTP and ENFP. ENXPs have SI as their inferior function. Both types want change. They love accelerating it, inspiring it, and disrupting stodgy convention. But they are mercurial people. They are changeable and fluid. Because of this part of their nature, they often struggle to see change through. They may shake things up, but if it's not lasting, then what's the point? You often see this in politics. One administration makes huge changes only for their successors to undo it. The most powerful version of them would be the incrementalist. It occurs when they embrace the SI approach of gradual change. Most people resist change. It's uncomfortable. Instead of gaining enemies from pushing people to innovate too fast, they guide them. They master the art of small victories that, in time, add up. It's cumulative gain.